Welcome to Showing Off with Brian Newman and Angie Pontani, the podcast where we peel back the curtain, kick open the dressing room door, and get into the scene behind the scenes in the showbiz journey.
Yep.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
It's
Welcome back,
week.
man.
Welcome back, everybody.
Another week showing off, man. We're so excited to be back, man. We got a great guest tonight.
We do
man.
have some really
great
guests.
guests.
Very happy to be here in this warm and cozy studio because it is dead winter
Oh my
here.
god. Yeah, so this is probably going to come out. It's probably going to be like beginning of spring a little bit.
Yeah,
but
hopefully it'll be warm by
hopefully
then.
It'll be warm, but we busted out the fur coats.
It was so cold today that
The
we had
vintage
to
fur.
bust out the vintage furs.
The vintage
I did
fur.
my blue fox, which is white.
fox?
Well,
But it's white?
it's called a blue fox. I don't know.
It does have like a bluish hue. If
Yeah,
you
that's what it
get
says on
down.
the tag.
It's like so white that it's like almost
yeah,
blue.
and you rocked Aunt Livia's
Aunt Livia's raccoon
with the
full length.
extended sleeves.
Extended sleeves from
For
our
Brian
furrier.
Anthony, yeah.
Mitch Cohen, our furrier.
Yeah, he's
We have a
great.
furrier. He's amazing.
We have a furrier. We're adults.
We're adults. We have a furrier. He comes and picks them up when the season's over.
Yeah.
Holds them, cleans them,
Yeah,
brings
in
them back when it
storage.
starts to get cold again.
So they don't dry rot.
don't
Keeps
dry
them nice
rot.
and clean and fresh.
Yep.
Which is very important.
Very important with fur.
Because especially furs, the vintage furs, especially, they get passed down generation to generation. You want to take care of them.
No, totally, man.
You know, and they are. There's so much. My mother always said to me, like, they're so warm.
Yeah.
And I never believed her until
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I went to Helsinki right after we got married, and I brought hers because I was terrified, and it was just a changed my life.
Yeah, it's like you don't feel anything.
No.
I've been wearing it because it's been freezing in New York for a long time, like 0, -8 to like wind chill 19, like crazy. So like it's been keeping me walking in the city. I don't even feel it.
Yeah,
at all.
and we look pretty dang good coming out of the
pretty
house.
goddamn
in our-
good with that.
In our
Yeah,
full length furs.
with shoulder pads from the 80s.
Yes, I know. And
I love it.
it's making a comeback, babe.
Well, it's good stuff. Well, before we get to these guests, man, why don't we get to the mailbag? This is
Yeah.
one of my favorite things about this.
Let's do it.
I love the mailbag. All right, here, we'll just do one.
Okay.
All right, this is from Emily in Chicago. She said, "We miss you touring. Will you ever hit the road again?"
Oh, this is very interesting,
Very apropos.
Emily.
And we don't pick these. These are really from people that we get. So this
Very interesting, Emily. I love the question. And we are actually talking about it right now
Yep.
and trying to set up some dates for the year that will get us back out on the road.
Yeah.
Bringing After Dark to some new markets that we haven't been to in a really long time. And Chicago has always been such a fun
I love
place
Chicago.
to play.
I love Chicago. And we got a lot of great musicians that I know out there. My buddy Andrew Toombs lives there.
Yeah.
I've been flying him to New York to play gigs with us in New York.
I know, Andrew's
You know,
amazing. He
Andrew's
just
great.
left the other night.
He just left,
I
yeah.
loved when Andrew comes because he stays with us and
Yeah.
like I cook and he's so appreciative. and it makes me so happy.
And I met Andrew when we were like 17.
Yes.
You know, at 18 years old. I've known that kid forever, man. We're not kids anymore, but
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
keep
we'll
your
definitely
eyes
keep
on
your
our
eyes
site and we're going to be hitting the road.
we've been in New York a lot, but
Getting out there.
Vegas, but we're getting back out there. So
Yeah.
Emily, great question. Tell us where you want us to play.
Chicago.
I know, but are there any specific clubs in any
Yeah.
other cities
Yeah.
of our listeners where you want to see us? Let us know. Shoot
we'll
us
be
an
there.
email, showingoffpod.com.
One more.
Want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right.
We do two sometimes.
Okay. All right. Oh, this is from Queenie in Germany.
Oh.
Who were your favorite burlesque performers?
Oh. Who were or are?
Who are?
Oh, who are? Okay. I think if I were to look at the contemporary performers right now, I forever love Kitten DeVille out of Los Angeles because I think she really just embodies the spirit of like a burlesque performer from the golden era of like the 40s and the 50s, like the shake and the movement and just her personality. All of that really comes together.
Oh, and I love she always has like a bottle of champagne.
She does.
On
We always
ice
used
in
to.
her
She
purse.
used to tour with us, and we used to joke because her bag would like cling clang, like little glasses, bottles of champagne. And I also really love Jezebel Thunder. I think
Jezebel's
Jezebel
amazing.
is just like she has that embodiment of burlesque that is so something you can't teach. You know, it has
Yeah.
to be inside of you. So when she dances, you really feel that. And I think those are probably two of my favorite. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
You know, but I think if I just think those are two of my favorite that I just love to watch.
Oh no, totally. I love them. I love them.
Jezebel often performs for me whenever I can't do After Dark.
She's
I
one
love
of my
call
favorites
Jezebel.
to get when
Yeah.
you're not when you're available. I always want you.
And she's great with the band too, which is something.
Yeah, which is hard. We've dealt with that with other performers
Yeah.
from other places that aren't used to working with the band, and it's just lackluster.
you have
know
to
what
be.
I mean?
You have to have the confidence, I think, to
Yeah.
deal with the band, to know how to communicate,
Totally.
and
Totally.
to help be active part of that situation.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I love it.
Speaking of active parts of the situation,
Yes.
let's talk about today's guest.
Oh, I can't wait, man. These guys, we have a showbiz couple, man.
Yeah, which is super exciting.
They make magic behind the scenes, man.
Absolutely.
Craig is a haberdasher and tailor.
Craig
and Jenna,
Robinson, he makes most of your suits. He made the hat on your head.
He makes all of my
all
suits.
Of your suits.
All of my suits. And my shirts and my ties.
Yeah.
And, yes, everything that I wear on stage, Craig's making. He's my stylist.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I mean?
phenomenal.
Like I call him my tailor sometimes, but he's always I'm technically your stylist.
He is.
It's true. It's very true. But he's amazing, and he's been a friend for a long time, as well as his fantastic wife, partner that is a hairdresser. For
hairstylist.
For Late Night with Stephen Colbert,
and John Batiste and tons of stuff.
She worked on Chicago back in the
Broadway.
day, Broadway, and just like set to set. I'm working on set. So these guys are legends behind the scenes, and I'm just so excited to talk to them today,
Absolutely.
man.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, baby. And they're also, have 2 kids. So
they have twins and they're married.
They're married just like us. We don't have twins, but they're around the same age, so we have a lot of similar trajectories.
Showbiz parents in
Showbiz
5,
parents.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But first, let's hear from our sponsors.
Since 2011, Mimo Trips has been making dreams come true, providing personalized and luxurious travel experiences to clients from all over the world. Their Disney and Universal concierge service is a must-have. They provide stellar support to minimize stress and maximize every minute of your trip. We have taken 2 trips to Disney with Mimo, and it's unparalleled.
Yeah, man, it's always good. I mean, remember we went the first time, we didn't go with Mimo, and then we were like waiting in line, queue for hours.
And we were confused by the whole system.
We rode like 2 rides one day, and then we went back with Mimo and we rode every ride we wanted to ride. Everything was scheduled.
We had a virtual tour guide, and they sent the maps to my phone. Like, this is the quickest way to walk here.
Yeah, they gave us the fast pass.
And
you know me, I don't do Disney very well.
No,
and I really enjoyed
and you did well. I would never go to Disney without Mimo again. I cannot recommend their service. It is absolutely required if I am going to Disney, and you want to maximize your time while you're there. So
check them out on mimotrips.com and on Instagram at mimotrips.
Yes.
MIMOTRIPS.
I cannot recommend their service enough.
And now we're back to showing off.
Oh man, Jenna and Craig, welcome to Showing Off, man.
So happy to have you guys here.
Thanks for having us.
We've all known each other a really long time, but it's really nice I'm so happy to have you guys here so other people can get to know what you guys do and how cool you fucking are.
Wow.
So obviously it's called Showing Off, but and I know you guys are behind the scenes. I know you don't like being on camera. I know you like to take your picture taken while you're working, but you guys both do such terrific things. When did you both know that you were a show off
in your respective
careers?
As soon as I was told to sit down. Yeah. I mean, I was doing that, getting attention probably was the first part. But I think getting positive attention later on probably worked out.
What kind of positive attention were you?
I mean, I think back the showing off was probably like looking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably the easiest thing for me. You know?
And you grew up in Albuquerque, right? So what was your cool clothes that you were wearing back then?
Ooh, wow. Albuquerque in the 70s. I mean, that was like all cholo style.
Yeah.
Everyone had pretty slick Stacey Adams press shirts. So they used to do the nice creases down the front and the sides. And there was not everybody could do that well. So those were the first 25 cents that I made. And I was thinking, maybe I could keep doing this.
Didn't you say you wore red eyeliner?
What's that?
Didn't you say you wore red eyeliner?
Yeah, but that wasn't when I was 8 years old. That was that was in high school. That was a different kind of showing off.
Right.
I like that.
I didn't wear eyeliner with the cholos. No, I did not.
Wait, did you red eyeliner?
Yeah, it was more like lip liner stuff. I think when punk rock and new wave started, that was when really things did feel like showing off, but that's when a lot of people were doing it, and you can inspire a lot of people to do it too. So
trend setting.
Yeah, when you're trend setting, then people want to be around you, and then that kind of felt good.
Yeah,
to get that.
It does feel good.
Yeah, and I just kind of kept it going, and then the fact that. At that point, it also upset parents too, which we were like, "Hey, I think I'm on to something."
Yeah.
You were like, "Added bonus, I'm driving my parents insane. People like me."
Yeah, so that worked, and it was always been a lot of fun. So
yeah. Jenna, what about you?
Same, kind of a similar thing. I was just kind of used to like to dress up, put on costumes, have different colored hair, different colored shoes, you know, just from super young, just loved it.
And you grew up
know?
in Louisville?
I did, yeah. And, you know, I went to an all-girls school,
Ooh.
uniform, had to look the same every day, hated that. So I always tried to, like, you know, stand out by, like, my shoes or my hair or something, just to, like, be a little bit different, I guess, you know. And I think that's kind of when it started. Maybe it was just the all-girls school uniform, same thing every day type thing that kind
Sounds pretty cool to me.
I don't know. I like Sis goes to public school, and well, she went to public school, and they had a dress code, and they had to wear uniforms, and I was like so against it. I actually called the school and was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I think it's so. Like, you find so much of yourself through the way you dress. I got her like a religious exemption. I was like, no, it's against my religion.
It makes you like feel like you have no individuality.
Yeah. Like it was like the collared shirt, like a little polo shirt. I was like, I refuse.
But I remember too, when I was in high school, I went to Catholic school for a little while, and the girls would wear like Doc Martens. Some of them, and they had the same thing, like different hair, but the same pleated wool skirt, and and we had the Oxford button down.
I feel like you could tell who those people are, though. When you know what I mean? Which I always kind of thought was kind of cool.
You find a way to express yourself.
Like you don't comb your hair, or you've got your unbuttoned or disheveled or something.
You've rolled it up the skirt at the waistband just to make it
short. The girls used to wear men's boxer shorts underneath there. Yeah. We're close in age. I know the same kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So when did you start were you like doing your Barbie's hair or like your friend's hair or like?
No, I actually started out doing makeup.
Yeah.
So
where were you when you started doing it? Were you like doing it at a department store?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then I kind of switched from that to hair because it got me to be able to come to New York paid. So
how did that work out?
How did that work out from Louisville?
Because I was working for a specific company, and they paid me to come here and work, and as well go to their school. So that's what I did.
That's amazing.
And it was also less hours to get your hair degree here, your certificate, than any other place in the United States.
That's crazy.
It's like triple the amount in Kentucky.
Really?
And I never really wanted to live there anyway. I don't know. Because you don't really learn anything anyway.
Yeah.
But
that's all you learn from hands-on.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I switched to hair. And now I love it. I mean, I kind of loved, like I said before, all of it. You know, like, and then immediately I did like a lot of like fashion shoots and theater, which was super, super fun. Kind of takes you into that direction of being able to do all kinds of different kinds of things.
Did you ever want to, like, as you were learning, as you were going to school, was the intention to always be, because, you know, you do so much like on-set theater shows, like, did you ever want to be like in a salon, or was it more about being in like the showbiz, like backstage?
Yeah, elements? It was always in the showbiz backstage. I just felt like, and I didn't, you know, I will say I have worked in the salon a lot.
When we met, you were working in the salon, right?
And I enjoy like learning new things from other people. That's also where you can still kind of pick up like trends and different things that people are doing. So I did like that, learning from other people that I worked with. Yeah. Characters that come in, but that also can just feel so monotonous too. So that was definitely...
You have to be such a people person.
Yeah, you do. You talk so much.
Like all day.
It's all day. Yeah. I can't imagine.
And to like some people that you don't know, like you have your regulars, maybe some that you like, maybe some... I just feel like any kind of job like that would be very challenging if you were not like a really outgoing person.
Totally. Which is funny because I sit here and say that I don't like being on camera and I don't like having my picture taken. But it's true. You do. You have to be really outgoing and personable, I feel like, to be able to like talk to every kind of different person.
I would be bad at that job.
I don't know.
I would definitely be bad. Because I would also be, I have so much respect for hairstylists because I'm like, I think it's so much pressure to be like doing somebody's hair. Well, it's the same thing for you too. You're creating something that's going to be a part of somebody. Yeah. Like that's a lot of pressure to not mess up. And like people you don't know like come in and you have to.
Figuring them out.
Yeah. And like what if they don't like it? Like I would have a lot of anxiety about that.
Yeah. Somebody once said to me that not necessarily all of it's about necessarily skill, but like 80% of it's about taste, you know, and then 20% of it is skill, like just, you know, making sure that what you're saying, like seeing what that person wants, seeing what that person needs and kind of fitting into that, hoping that it's the right fit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
I mean,
You too.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar
Yeah.
at the appointments, at the fittings. People come in.
being as real as you can with it though is it's the most organic way about going about it. You know what I mean? I don't put anyone into an uncomfortable costume. It's
Right.
not about me. It's about them.
Yeah.
When I'm doing it, I'm just the one person that can help control that. You know, we always have that saying. We can give you great suggestion and you can blow it any way you want.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's
100%.
yeah. It's at the same time I can't make every single person, nor can you, exactly what you want them to be, but you got to make it work for them.
Yeah.
No, totally.
Which is a skill set in and of itself, right? To put.
Yeah, and it's something you definitely get better at as in the beginning. Like if you look back like 30 years, man, some of those people are just like it's funny costumes. You go, ooh, wow.
That you put them in?
Yeah, like because
Yeah.
you were getting.
We all learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you learn quick too. So all.
How
those
did
do's
you
and don'ts.
learn? How did you get from New Mexico to here?
Well, my mom was worked for Levi Strauss when they were still making jeans in the United States.
Was she in the manufacturing side?
Yeah,
of
she was
it?
like sewing. Yeah,
God, that's so
her
cool.
her and my aunt Evelyn were doing that, and it was like outside in the outskirts of town. And I remember going and picking up my mom with my father and stuff, and seeing all the machines and hearing that sound.
The hum.
I just loved it.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
But considering I liked costumes and like capes, and we used to poke holes in cups and have the cowboy
yeah.
cups.
Yeah, the gauntlets from the popcorn. Yeah,
we were always trying to do something
Totally,
like that.
man.
And my mom she didn't love it. She really hated it. And she used to just kind of be annoyed. And I'd say, well, Mama, this isn't exactly the way I wanted it, And she was like, do it your damn self. So at first it was to be spiteful. I was like, I will. And I wound up the machine and started doing it, and I really fell in love with it, and made my mom proud too. And the next thing you know, I took on some funny jobs, like some church outfits for mom's friends type of things, a couple of Fozzie Bears for a couple of Halloween costumes, and and then I think the first gig was probably my baseball uniform.
Oh, no way, really?
Yeah, because there was we were in a league where we didn't have a lot of money there, and we had some leagues that were up in the heights, and they looked like
they had
the full.
satin
They looked like they
jackets
were
and
from the
pants and-
Yankees.
Yeah,
They had the stirrups, they had everything. So it didn't take much. My mom worked at thrift stores and stuff, so I kind of chopped up some pants and put the elastic in, and we had
no way
some baseball pants, and that was like one of the kind of the first type of things. And the next year our whole league went from jeans, because everyone's just wearing jeans.
Yeah.
And I was like, that thing's cool about sliding the first
No.
in jeans. You know
You
what
can't
I
even
mean?
run fast
Yeah,
in
because for
jeans,
me
you know,
it was
like-
always about the look. People
Yeah.
are like, it's about the game, and I was like,
You're like,
well, the game is the look,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned. So it started off with that, little by little, and I think we're probably all cut from that same cloth, where right around middle school, new things kind of came out, and like I said, music started taking over, and once music started hitting, it was an open game to do whatever you wanted at that point.
And were you largely self-taught? Did you take
I
sewing
was.
classes? Or?
No, not in the beginning. I took all the ins and outs of putting garments together from my aunts and uncles, maybe even my grandmothers, not uncles, I should say. They're the ones who are making fun of me the whole time. So that was also in spite. The more you make fun of me, the more I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I kept going from that. No, I mean, some of those first outfits were really silly. You know, I mean, like to cut out cardboard and stuff and stick them in the collars. I didn't know how to make all the interfacings of a garment, but considering and just ripping them apart and going, what is this? And
Yeah,
then-
like I was saying, were you just taking apart like your dad's clothes and stuff like that?
no,
Or, like,
mostly things that were like throwaway stuff
stuff.
from like thrift stores.
Yeah,
And, they had a lot of donations.
Yeah,
and you kind
yeah.
of rip things apart. And it's so funny now when I think, God, I wish I could have kept some of that
Yeah.
stuff, because they were throwing away stuff from like the 50s
Oh,
and
totally.
40s and stuff.
100%.
And but all that stuff that was inside, I didn't know where that was. And being in Albuquerque, like most cities across the United States, you got like Joanne Fabrics or
Yeah.
Hancock's.
Yeah.
So you never. It's they don't know what they're selling.
It's
You're
not
not
like
seeing
the
you're
real
not seeing
deal.
Helen Sherry. Helen
No,
Sherry on
exactly.
at Joanne Fabrics.
You do not. And I tried to get a job there too, like
At Joann's?
constantly, like every
That's
year.
amazing.
They're
I
like,
tried-
not this kid with the red eyeliner.
I
again.
know.
yeah. No, but I did ties. I was always, I was Catholic then. But I loved the just the tie and
Yeah.
the classic black and white. I did that for many years, and even that was even attention too. So
What was the first thing that like drew you to that? Were you like watching old movies or was it, like,
100%?
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm literally grew up in like kind of in a Spanish small town of ranchers, and they're real cowboys. My grandfather was a real cowboy. So
cool.
So I went to honky tonks and rodeos, and
And that style is so good. That fashion
Yeah.
is so
and,
well
and
put
I
together.
remember having like the boot cuts back then, and the smaller you could see the tip of your boot was the coolest. So sometimes if you didn't have it big enough, you'd cut the side and put a nice V in there.
To make it go down
Oh
longer.
yeah,
Make the flare a bit. Yeah.
make the flare bigger
Yeah,
and stuff.
Just so you could see the little point of the cowboy
just a
boot.
tiny bit. Yeah, because it was all long and but those times were really really fun for me, and I go back to that often and think about like what I could have done to make things better. But I was lucky in that way.
Yeah.
I kind of knew what I was going to do from back then. College and schools really weren't talked about in my house. My parents didn't go to universities or anything like that. Just wasn't. My dad was a sign painter. My mom worked at thrift stores. We were just kind of an artistic type of house. My dad wrote poetry.
I love that.
Yeah, so we had that around the house, and my dad had a lot of hip clothes that he had made when he was in Korea, and so I was like, "You had that made? This is just for you," and he used to have his name in there. So all these little pieces of elements, put it all together in those early years. Yeah, and I still carry it to today. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I think so, and
is
it's
amazing,
funny.
man.
The
It's
older
different.
I get, though, I do appreciate it more too.
Yeah.
because I think even when I got to New York, those were stories where like I was almost embarrassed about talking about it.
Right.
Everybody that I was kind of in up in the fashion district with, a lot of them went to like FIT. A lot of them had
But you
went
know
to
that
Central
now
St.
we know
Martin's.
now even more that how little that matters in
Well,
what you
yeah.
do in your career.
Totally.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But back then, it's like,
Yeah.
they talked about, college stories, and they
Yeah.
did this, and they had some, and I just kind of had to like, I was almost, like, I just tried not to talk about it.
Well, it's a hard time anyway, right? Because you're young and you're just trying to find your way.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Oh, yeah, and we were
people-
broke as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
There was no-
Which just makes you stronger in the end.
Absolutely.
But how
Absolutely.
so Jenna, you came to New York. You got
Yep.
here from Louisville through the haircut, to the
Which
the
is
salon,
really
which is
amazing.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep. And then I was just same as him, poor as could be. I mean, walking across the bridge to get to
Same.
work because who knows? I went out and spent all my money on booze the night before.
We
you
all
know?
did.
Like,
Always found money for that.
Yeah.
Couple quarters. Me and my sister would be digging in the couch
Yep.
for quarters to go to the rodeo bar and get
Totally.
margaritas and styrofoam
and then I
cups.
just said yes to every free or every like non-paying job that I don't care what it was. I was just like yes, just to get my foot in the door.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of kept going and going and going. And I'm super thankful. I love what I do. I'm so thankful that I love what I do. And it's funny because it was, of course it was great because he understands my lifestyle,
Yeah.
similar to you guys,
Yeah.
it's like you understand, we do have a very similar profession,
Yeah.
we can talk about work and understand, just like you said,
Yeah.
like having to like, be personable with people and like how to gently say, this doesn't work for you,
Yeah.
same. He's done through the same thing,
And I found that attractive too. I mean, it's like I always liked the working girl. I never really got the model thing. Like we were around a lot of models when I got here, but
Yeah.
I was like, is that the goal?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I dressed my some rock and rollers that went out with models, but it just wasn't meant for me. I always thought it was cool the girl that was in the back because there was the
Get the grit.
Yeah.
they just seemed a little bit hipper, cooler, and they had something about them that was about the work.
How did you guys meet?
We met at the Beatrice.
Oh, be it all old school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, we met at the Beatrice. I think it was one of those kind of cool. I lived in the West Village at the time, right, like down the street from on Jane Street, And it would happen to be these were kind of like, and they were successful years, but it was like 0 degrees out.
Yeah.
And I took a couple of buddies of mine and we're like, is anybody at the Beatrice tonight?
Yeah.
You know, and I think we went in there around midnight, and I think there was 3 chicks against the bar and just us 3. And we just all
You were like,
You were just like, oh, we got
just
it.
all slid in. Yeah. And yeah.
is this the only success story from that
From the
night?
three
or
three
did anybody
girls
else?
and 3 guys.
Get married?
Well, it didn't work.
No.
It didn't work out for the rest of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and it actually didn't work out for me that night. It took
Yeah.
a little while. I think maybe that was it. I was like, what's wrong
Yeah.
with this girl? You know, I'll marry her if I have to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah,
Yep.
so it took a little while and some persuasion. It took a little while, and in the beginning, it was funny because I think we had more of a connection about what we did often, more so than we liked each other in
Yeah.
a strange
I
way.
know.
And Jenna, were you just doing like set stuff at that time? Like,
Yeah, completely.
'Cause this is
Was I
what, like,
working
12
I don't even
years
remember
ago?
Yeah, I don't even remember if I was working
think you were
longer than that,
Were
much
you
longer than
working
that.
at Chicago? Was it? Did you start working at Chicago?
yeah.
The musical.
The musical.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
oh.
Yep, I think.
You were doing Chicago on Broadway, which
Yep.
is still on Broadway.
Yep,
Which
forever.
is crazy.
Yep, I was there for like 8 years.
Oh, that would have been a fun one.
It was a great
And
one.
I think that's why we that's probably
Yeah.
why our relationship was good too, because life started after midnight back then.
Yeah,
you know,
because I would work
definitely.
until late, and then
Of
I would
course.
and then I would do.
Definitely.
It
And
also
so
gave
we
me the
weren't
opportunity to do other
there
gigs during the
every
day.
single day. You know, so it spread out. So we, you know, some people are, you know, there as soon as you wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
It's too
just
much.
and
Yeah.
we had a lot to do back then.
Sometimes the distance
Is
is
it?
helpful.
Yeah.
We always say
Oh, I
that.
think we
even
say
with
that
us.
too, and I think it's important too. You touched on it a little bit, but especially as like a couple, you guys both, you know the vibe. Like when he's got to do
Yeah,
20 suits the next day,
exactly.
when you have to go to California for
Yep.
24 hours, like you
Yep.
understand that, so you're not just like, oh, what the fuck, I'm here alone again. You know what I
Completely.
mean? Or like, you know, it's like
Yep.
or whatever it is. It's like you
definitely.
you got to understand. You know, we all understand.
Yeah. So
you know?
in hours, we've only been together like 3 years.
Oh, please. Wait, Jenna, I have a question about Chicago.
Yeah.
Isn't that like mostly wig maintenance? Is
Yeah.
that like mostly prepping heads for wigs?
Yep.
And
Exactly.
slapping them on?
Yep, quick.
But
And
that's true.
maintaining.
You were actually making
Sure, like
wigs, though.
quick,
Yeah.
quick.
Oh, you were making the wigs too?
Yep, I sure was.
Wow.
I loved it though, and I loved that it was quick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I loved that it was, and it was funny because even though it's monotonous, like I was saying, Chicago wasn't monotonous because it's been on Broadway for so long.
Yeah.
So we did have a rotating cast. And we also had like normally like a celebrity that
Yeah.
would come in and fill the role
Oh,
of like
right,
one
to
of the
play the-
leads.
Yeah.
And that because of that quickness of like learning how to be quick on Broadway, period, that kind of got me into being able to do the late show that
Yeah.
I'm on now, because that's also something that's quick. You got to be quick. Come up with like random things at the last minute and figure it out. And I liked all of that. You know, I liked that it prepared me for that. And also just like, I mean, I've never really been like a celebrity, like starstruck person anyway, but I think also that gave me my history of like, I don't know, being around every kind of person and it not.
Right.
Yeah, not
Well, I think
phasing you.
you couldn't
Yeah.
be in
Yeah.
this industry
Yeah.
because then
No,
you'd
if
be
you freak out
flipping
every time you
all the
see,
time.
you
Yeah.
freak out every time you see a star.
That'd be
you're
like,
not gonna
yeah,
think about it.
sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love telling everybody that I was dating a wig mistress too.
Yeah.
People go, wow.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Wait, is that the
That's
official title?
pretty cool.
I love that.
I don't remember. Is it?
Wig
I mean,
master.
if it's
I don't
not,
think so.
I think I
But
might have
that's a
heard
cool
it on,
thing to say,
I might have
though.
heard it on something like that, but I just
heard
went
it,
with
though.
if it's not, it should be.
Yeah.
Well, I worked with that for
The wig
many
mistress
people.
has an
Like, wow,
excellent
geez,
bedside
wow.
manner.
Yeah.
I would keep
Yeah.
the wig mistress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a whole different, like, did you learn about maintaining and creating
Completely.
wigs?
I
and
had no
sculpt-
idea
like,
how to do it. No, we
It's
knew
not like hair,
No,
hair.
you learned
No.
nothing about wigs. I just figured it out
Wow.
because that was what I did. You know, that was kind of what I did from the moment I moved here. Just figure it out. you
Yeah.
know,
And that's like
fake
trial
it
and
till you
error
make
because
it.
that's before you could go to YouTube and be like, how do
Completely.
I make a
Yeah.
wig from a sock?
Yeah,
Like,
completely. It was a lot of trial and error. Yeah, there's nothing like the access you have to today.
No.
Oh yeah.
No way.
It's crazy. If I would have had that, I don't know how good I would be now.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'd be
Maybe
the
you
same.
wouldn't
I don't
be-
know.
I don't
Oh,
think you'd be
man.
as good.
But you've
Maybe
also helped me with like random things that I've had, like random wigs that I've had to make that are like just like
It's true
don't
because
exist,
there's
and
a
you're
lot
like,
of-
well,
there's
this
a
is
lot-
how we could maybe construct this.
Correct.
To
Because
like
of
put supports in them,
Yeah.
like things like that.
yeah, because of the things that you've known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because you're a structural.
Major structural.
Yeah, and it's a problem solving too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's funny, so many people go, you built this cabinet? And it's like, if you can make a suit,
Yeah.
you can make anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I like to
Yeah,
think now.
totally.
Or at least, that's the confidence until I bought too many tools and going, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Just go on YouTube. How to make a cabinet.
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, we do have, we have some of the in younger generation of people of what we do. I mean, it's amazing how much they have learned just from like Instagram or YouTube or,
Yeah.
and it might not, they can make a garment and it looks beautiful, but if something goes wrong or a fit or something, they won't know anything why it would be. So there is certain elements of it by the
True.
trial and error, but it's really impressive to have like people that we train come over from Europe, and I was like, that's beautiful. Where did you learn? And they're like, oh, all this is from YouTube.
That's crazy.
It's like, man.
Well, it's like having access to a video library 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Constantly.
to wonder why all my collars always just like crumpled like paper, and they're like, because there's paper inside of them. You know what I mean? You can't wash paper. So like I'm talking, I go back that dumb. There's so many things that I just did that did not.
But I agree
work.
with you, though, where I think maybe if we didn't have to come up like that, maybe we wouldn't be as far along as our
True.
careers as we are.
Yeah.
You know
Sure.
what I mean?
It's
You
true.
know?
Yeah, it's true.
I've definitely melted some famous people's wigs, not knowing what I
no.
was doing, and been like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." That was like their personal hair, and like,
No.
I'm like, just didn't know. Literally, I remember one woman, I melted it completely, and I just was like, never doing that again.
With like a
Learned from
curling
there.
like a curling iron, or how did?
in an oven.
In an oven?
Like, and there
they
is-
set,
there-
right?
Yeah, there are actually wig ovens, but it was just the wrong kind of material. Oh no! Yeah.
But that's how you learn.
yeah,
Trial
that's
and
how I
error.
learned.
You know,
Never did that again.
No.
There's
Yeah.
still that now. There's still
I
that now,
agree,
and it's
yeah.
like, but now you have to make. There's not a choice of not. You've got to make it happen. You got to make it, and you've got to make it up to the person, and with them right amount of time. Like everything's deadlines now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't really have a choice. I always remember, I think I've kind of gave out a pause on therapy because I kind of just started thinking, I should be the therapist for you. You know what I mean? At this point, it's like, she was like, well, how is everything going like now? And you seem to be doing well. I was like, it's easy to wake up when you got a gun to your head.
Yeah.
You just have to just do it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
this-
There's nothing.
we
Yeah.
don't have a second choice.
No,
So
totally, man. I agree with
it
that.
makes it's funny to say that it makes it easier, but it kind of makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have that thing. I have to get up. I have to go and do this. This is
Yeah.
all like my responsibility. You need that. Like,
Yeah.
I always say, like,
know.
when we get crazy, like I feel crazy and I get so stressed out and I want to like totally snap.
Yeah.
And then when everything stops, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm snapping.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like lost at sea. Like I
Yeah.
need to have that.
yeah.
I need to have that pressure on me.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I know.
I just. I do make it. I make it up for myself anyway. Brian's
I
like,
always
"Why
say,
do
I
you
was just
do
like,
this?"
You did it. You did this to us.
He's like,
Yeah.
"You do this."
You
I mean, it's so
did.
true.
Yeah.
It's you're sometimes so overwhelmed. But like I remember when the writers' strike happened,
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
and I was just like, I felt like, of course, I'm a
Terror.
mother, of
Yeah.
course, and I know that, but I was like, I'm not cut out to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need my craft. I need to keep going. I need creatively. And it wasn't even about like, let me just find, no, that was really a true tale for me where I was like, oh no, I need to keep doing what I do.
No, you have to have work and like purpose.
And I also have a really hard time saying no too, which also makes me feel like,
We do the same thing.
Right?
It is hard. It's hard because you want to be involved in
Yeah.
everything that
Yeah.
comes your way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you want to say yes. You want to see. It's really hard to say.
I
no.
put a post-it note like right by my computer, and it's like it says, "Don't say yes right away." Like, and so I won't say. I'll be like, "Just let me think about it." Like,
Yeah.
I'll get back to you because I'm the same way. I would always be like, "Yes, yes,"
Yeah.
and then the day comes, and I'm like,
how am I going
Why
to do
did
it
I
all?
say
"Why did I
yes,
say
yeah.
yes to this?
Right.
Like, why?
Right.
Why this?" Like,
Yeah.
yes, a favor to a friend, yes, whatever. But like, I'm just like, I just always said yes to everything. And that changed my life because I'd be like, you know what, let me get back to you. And then I'd be like, you know yourself. We're going to go out on a Sunday night
Right.
to dance at your cousin's birthday party.
Yeah.
Because she gave you $100 on your commute, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing it. I'm
Yeah.
not it's not going to be fun. And that was good for me in my Post-it note. You know, just like take a beat, like think about it, especially like with kids, like kids.
But at the same time, I do find it is true. But at the same time, I do find it good for my kids to see.
Yes.
You know, that like we work hard and that
You know,
we
I'd like
love
them
what
to pay
we
attention
do.
to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, don't you see this? You know,
Well, they'll
'cause
see it later, like the way that you saw it. When,
Yeah,
like now
it's
you
true.
say
That's
you're
what I'm
looking
hoping.
back.
That's
you know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
hoping.
Of course,
Sure,
man.
yeah.
Of course.
Stand by for this important announcement.
Have someone you'd like to see as a guest on Showing Off, or have some burning questions you want to ask us? Shoot us a line at showingoffpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Of course. See their you guys, mom and dad busting their asses for
Yeah.
Oh, I think they
put
definitely
them in
see it.
school and take them everywhere and
Yeah.
everything.
And having like
Extracurricular.
2 cool jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Totally.
that's a good point too. You know, I think that the kids are at that age where they do
Yeah.
recognize that,
It's outside the scope.
and their friends mention that often. So I think there is some kind of pride in that, which I think is
Yeah.
kind of nice. When they like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know, so
Any day's a surprise.
it
Yes.
really is. It really is.
Every morning, I don't know what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
Who's there?
We told our Cassius this morning we were doing this, and he was like, "Why? Like, why?" They asked you why? Did they ask?
Because we do stuff.
Yeah.
'cause
He was
we're
like, "They asked
cool."
you why?" And
like-
I was like, "Okay, yeah."
Yeah, it's funny.
totally-
I don't know how they
totally
understand
true.
that things can just be fun all the time. That's not how it exactly works.
Yeah.
No.
You know, but the fun I've been trying to teach my kids is the fun is from the work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you got to have something to celebrate, or else it's not. That's the whole thing. I address a lot of people that are kind of retired, and they do some world travel, and those are great fun things to do. But you can see that at some point they always have to kind of circle back to getting another business. A lot of people are into selling big business now. That seems like a big thing these days. Like the tech guy is the new money guy, right? So I've sold my software, so I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And it's like we dress him, and like 2 years later he comes back and he's got another company, because
Right.
it's just like
'Cause you can't stop.
People who
Yeah.
do things, they do things,
Right. They
Yeah.
do things.
That's
No,
it.
it's true.
No, I see it with my father and her father
yeah.
too.
They'll
They're
never
just
stop.
like they fucking never stop. And I'm like, dude, why don't you enjoy these last like whatever
Right.
you have, like instead of just I don't know. It's hard. It's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. It's a tough one.
I know.
But I wouldn't want to quit either. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, you want to do as much as you can. For
if
as
you
long
can
as
sew,
you
if you can make suits till you're
Yep.
90 years old, then why the fuck would you not? If I could play trumpet till I'm 100, then it's fine. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like cut hair to do hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to think. Yeah, I mean, most of
We
the
do
time
what we
it
love.
does keep them alive. I'm also in a career that looks good old.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
You are.
True, you're just gonna keep growing into this.
It's
So yeah,
true.
so I have a couple.
Oh my
of-
God, you're gonna yes. You're gonna
it's
be
like-
like 80 years old, and they're gonna be like, oh, you
Same
gotta
with
go
you.
to Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still has that. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's different. And I'm not going to say who and who they are, but there's some people that I go, wow, that must be really rough to be my age and be out there 20 like on tour doing 90 dates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At
Yeah.
my age, I don't know. Oof. And a lot of them do love it. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
that's what I was
got
gonna
to.
say. I would
They,
think.
they love it, but I look at myself and go, "Wow, that's
Oh, when you're talking about big bands, so they have a nice tour, they have a
Yeah.
nice
Yeah,
hotels,
they
they're-
do.
they're nice
And
travel.
you could see, yeah.
It's not like us back in the day when we were in like a van with like
Right.
8 guys, like
Mm-hmm.
going
it's funny.
from city
it's
to
funny.
city.
I've got a couple of those guys still too.
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yes, I know you do.
They saved up all
That's a
year.
different breed. That's
Yeah.
a different
Won't
breed.
mention any names, but I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. But and those guys are fun too. And what's funny about them is they love it too.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely,
so-
man, absolutely.
But you guys are doing something that you love, and you're doing a
Yep.
specific craft, and I think that's something that's really cool. Like as a parent, to be able to show your kids. I mean,
Yeah.
so many kids grow up and it's just like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to college. You're going to take over the family business. Or
Totally.
you're going to do this. Like to be able to have two parents
Yep.
who are like doing something so cool and so creative. I think that's like a great
Yeah.
door. Not everybody gets that door open.
Yeah, and how do you
Yeah.
guys balance that? Because I think about us, and it's hard enough for us.
You're
You know,
twins.
I don't know how you guys do it, man. Especially with the
I know.
regular
I
everyday.
I mean, the short fun answer is tequila.
yeah.
I mean, you know,
Is it? Because I tried that, Craig. It wasn't fun when I had to get her up and get her for
Yeah.
school the next
yeah, that's why I
morning.
said the fun short
Oh,
answer.
sure.
The
Okay.
short
yeah.
answer.
Long,
Short answer.
long
But
is
yeah,
not good.
it's not in the it's not no yet it's it's pretty serious, and I don't know. I've recently been trying not to take everything so seriously.
Yeah.
And so like
I feel that a lot. I feel that a lot. It's hard not to, but I know what you mean.
So hard, especially with kids. I feel like everything's the end of the world.
Yeah.
I feel like every decision is like on the top of a pinhead, and I just am like, I gotta make the right decisions. I gotta make the right decisions. I feel like it's so much pressure.
For not for now, but his future. Or
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, keep more level headed about that kinds of stuff.
How's it going?
I think better. I do think better because I have that in my business too.
Yeah.
I mean, things with business, everything seems like the end of the world. Like,
Right.
oh no, if we lose this account, like, is it could be over? But that's just not how it works.
yeah.
You one nail knocks out the other, and you just gotta you kind of keep moving, and And she always says this. You say this every time, and I was like, I don't know, but it's getting harder.
Yeah.
Things are hurting more. Everything's getting so expensive. This thing with the tariffs are killing me. And she
does
goes
that
like this.
sound like, Angie?
There is something you say. You say this every year.
Yeah.
So
Every
next year I'm
Yep.
going to record this.
Yep.
And you're going to say that. She never records it, but
Yeah.
but I do say it every year, and I find myself, if I keep hearing her saying that, I do this every year. It can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We always get through it.
I do the
Yeah.
same. I do the same
yeah.
thing, Craig, with her, and she's just like, "Dude, you do this every time. Relax."
Well, because
Yes.
I take on the stress of it, but it is hard too. Like when you work for yourself, like when you're
Yeah.
freelancers, you have your own business. There's always that thing of like,
Yeah.
this could all go away.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what do we like? What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we could get seriously.
And it can. I mean, life is temporary. Period.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like
It always works out, though, Craig.
But
Like,
again,
but it's-
we have each other,
Yeah,
like you guys have each
exactly.
other, which is the things
Exactly.
that like he will also like. My show is ending, and we're like, whoa, I've been there for so long, like
How long have you been there, Jenna?
10 years. The boys were 6 months old when I started.
wow.
Um,
Wow.
And there'll be the next one because I was even at the last job.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is the next thing,
Yeah.
whatever the next thing is. And there's
there's some excitement there.
and there's
Absolutely,
definitely some
man.
excitement there.
It's
And,
nice to think about it like
but that was exactly what he said though, he was like, we have each other, which is
Yeah.
true. It is the thought of like, will this end?
Yeah.
But luckily you have a partner.
Yeah, partners to
That-
help us talk us off the ledge.
Talk you off the ledge and is there when it does end until the next thing comes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we always say. Like, well, like a show closes, and you're like, okay, we'll find another one.
Right.
We will make another one. We
Yeah.
will find our own opportunity. This is what we've always done.
Yeah.
And we will morph as needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until we get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Because we
remember-
actually have no other choice.
I remember
Yeah,
when
it's
sis,
true.
sis was born, we had no money. We
God.
were like,
Busted.
Her car broke down. Transmission was going. We didn't have enough money to fix the car, so I don't know what I bought I leased a car and it was just
we had to
it was
charge the deposit.
oh, it was really
like,
it was
there was months
super
that we
scary.
didn't
And
have
that was only 10 years ago.
hundreds
You
of
think about
dollars.
how far
in
it's
a
come.
couple
I know,
$100 in the
right?
account.
Same. We thought
Yeah.
we were only going to have one kid.
Yeah.
So,
Surprise.
yeah, when we got
Twins,
two, we
twins,
were like,
Twins.
twins,
we were like-
beautiful boys.
yeah.
Twins.
He was like, no, I only wanted one kid.
yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, this is fine. I wouldn't mind having a boy and a girl at the same time. And
Yeah.
it was like,
Double
you got two
boy.
boys. And I was like,
I love how one looks like you and one looks like
Yep.
you though. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing.
it's pretty funny.
And now they're going to be 11.
Yeah, they just turned
11?
11.
So
Same age as sis. Well, they just
Yes.
turned 11.
They
so
just
a little
turned.
bit older
Little bit
than
older.
her. She'll be 11 in September.
Yeah, definitely see a shift this year.
Yeah.
I think can we just say how cool it is to raise real New Yorkers?
I mean, it's true. Cassius is like taking like public transportation by himself, which
that's amazing.
is very. I mean, I know that when I was younger, I rode around on my bike until whatever.
Yeah, but that wasn't in New York City.
No.
That's
yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
like
Yeah.
he wasn't even supposed to take public transportation. He didn't even have any money, and then he
Yeah.
like just
Which
told
I
the
thought was
you
cool.
know.
He says, "Hey, it's getting
cold.
it's cold. It's getting
Dark.
dark.
I don't really feel like
I'm
walking home
and
by
I'm afraid."
myself.
Yeah, and I was thinking,
I
and
just
was
get
like,
on?
Hey, buddy, that's some real.
He went and got on the
That's-
train or did he get on a bus?
Subway.
The
Street-
subway.
I mean, the bus,
smart
bus.
shit,
That's
you know what I mean?
amazing.
Like
That's
to get yourself in. I was like, dude, this is
Oh my
great.
God.
Yeah.
I would never see sis again. Forget it. There's not a chance.
I was like, this is like super nerve wracking, but but he survived, and it made me really, really proud of
Yeah,
him.
that's
know?
amazing.
Yeah, and so now he's doing it more and more, and I don't know. I saw a kid from Oliver School do this. He was taking this. He takes the subway. He's 11. Takes the subway into the city to go home.
Wow.
Yeah, and well, and he's an autistic kid too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the kids at Sis's school take the train and they walk,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, not
Yeah, I asked
my
the
girl.
mom, and she was like, he
Nope.
memorized the train map when he was 2.
Yeah,
That's
it's gonna-
amazing.
So he
be
has
fine.
like a complete photographic memory of all the train lines. So if it does shut down, he knows how to get home.
That's
And I was like, but what about the crazy people? You know, like
Yeah.
that's my thing. And she's like, yeah, that's what we had to
I was like, we are the crazy people.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
exactly.
It's true.
They're used to crazy. At least they've seen us.
Yeah, Oliver like yelled at somebody the other day. That was my seat on the train, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
well,
that's
Not in
good
this
stuff.
neighborhood, buddy.
I love that though. That's great.
I was like, I'm
that
sorry.
New York shit, man.
Yeah,
Learn to self-advocate young. I think it's a good thing.
yeah, I guess so.
Claim your
100%.
space.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is really impressive.
yeah. Well, you know,
Let's hopefully we'll keep it going. Yeah.
Are they showing any interest in tailoring or hair or anything like that? Or they
No,
into, what are
no.
they into?
However, I am having Cassius at the shop on Saturday.
I know you.
Oh, that, I saw a
I've seen
picture
the
of that
pictures of
on
that.
Instagram.
Yeah, it's
he
there's
goes through phases.
Yeah, it's phases. I mean, if the right person comes in and says
Yeah.
that he, of course, he's got the right answer
Yep.
for it. But if he wants to
He's
show
making
off
a
in front of our
quilt.
friends, yeah,
Oh, he's making a quilt?
I mean, depends on what.
he ain't making shit.
Are you making a quilt?
No, we're teaching him out that to always like. My family makes quilts. I think they think it's
Yeah.
easy, and
Yeah.
they put it together, and it's fun as a family type
Yeah.
of thing. I have been I always thought maybe if I ever retire, I would like to make quilts because quilts always are really cool, and then I wouldn't have to fit anybody
Yeah.
and those kind of things. That's kind of what
They're very beautiful.
Huh?
Yeah.
They're beautiful. Yeah, and I have some pretty good ones at the house. I was
I
teaching.
thought you said if you stopped, you would own a flower shop.
Ooh.
No, I think that's when I'm drinking and shit. I go, you know what?
I'd like to own a flower shop. That sounds
Should've been a
really
flower
romantic.
Yeah.
I want to own a flower shop.
I've always wanted. If I wasn't, but there's so much logistics on that side. Like flower,
but it's okay to daydream.
Fabric,
This is
fabric,
just the Lifetime
fabric doesn't
movie
die.
version.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I
but
mean?
it's okay to. I daydream of like some time
Yeah.
to myself sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or like
Really?
later in life. You know what I mean? Like later in life when you actually like, I don't know, like a house in Atlantic City or a brigantine down the beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I
Or Italy
dream.
or
my
something
dream,
like that.
my dreams are New Mexico.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I'm a total New Mexico like freak, even though I've only been once.
That's true.
I've only been
I'm getting
once.
more so now that I've
Really?
been away. Yeah, I wanted to get away from there so bad as a child, but now I just go. It's so funny too. Was when I was there, I didn't think it was anything. I didn't really recognize
Me
it.
too.
But
I
now
love it
it's
there.
like
we
I've-
contemplated it a few years ago. I don't remember why though, because they have a big film studio
Yeah,
out
because
there
there's a
now.
lot of. We were doing a couple more things in film, and we're like, could this work? Listen, I think after a while, there's no place like here for,
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah,
I love
totally.
it.
It's very hard
But
to
For us
do
too.
here.
but my folks are still alive, which I'm very happy about, and we spend some good amount of time down there.
Yeah, you
And
tell me, you guys, you take the whole family, you take the whole family there, stay for a
Often,
while, and like
often,
that's
yeah.
That
great,
would be
man.
so amazing.
And
great.
we spread our wings a little more. We go to places that I've never been. It's a big state, so
Yeah.
we went to the places that I grew up in here and there. But now it's like, it's nice to go to the good hotel that I wanted to go
Yeah.
to. Place, all those places.
yeah, and there's really cool
there's
hotels
some
Yeah.
and
good
like
stuff.
spas and like fancy stuff there.
Yep.
But growing up there was fun. Like I always feel bad. Like we're talking about Cassius because he's jumping on the train on the
subway.
subway.
yeah.
or the-
And you were roaming the open plains.
I mean, like
picking
we
cactuses.
Watching out for rattlesnakes.
I mean, no, but there was like some trains to jump, like we
Yeah.
used to jump on and go to
Yeah,
like
there is, isn't there?
yeah, that was fun.
Wait, like
Danger-
trains, like outside, like Wild West trains?
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
could you wait till they slow down and you could
No.
jump on them. and
Like in
take
the
'em.
movies?
Just like in the movies,
your
yeah.
stick with the-
my
with
father,
the
my
bandana?
father still does
I
nutty
know.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
yeah, he
That's
still
awesome.
he still
Hitchhikes?
he still hitchhikes.
Yes, with their dog. Remember that? Not
Yeah,
that
he
long ago.
hitchhiked up to Seattle.
But
with
so
his
you could
dog.
do
With his
that out
dog.
there? Wait, to Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah, and this wasn't even that long ago. So I
No.
mean, so there's
Probably like 5 years ago.
the Robinsons have a very long history.
That
of
is
Amazing, man.
wild.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I have always been taught that hitchhiker is an instant murderer.
Yeah.
If a hitchhiker is going to kill you.
Yeah. When we
Well,
found out he was doing it, we
I
were
think
like,
that would
what is
happen for
going
sure
on?
with you. But
Yeah.
if you met my father, you go, oh, he's not getting killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm surprised they pick him up, but
yeah.
Um,
It's true.
But there was a lot of adventure
Yeah.
in New Mexico. Yeah, I mean I don't think I've ever had a pony or a horse that was my own, but I got to ride a couple, and I got to go on the ranch. And I think at 8-10 years old, that you could
Driving
drive
the
Oh,
pickup
come on.
truck.
See, that's so cool.
on the ranch. You know what I mean? So there was fun things to do. I mean, animals, I think back then kind of scared me. So I was definitely more of the pussy of the family, but I was the firstborn son.
Oh.
I was the firstborn son under 7 or 8 uncles. I think my mother had 13 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
So they were all, tough.
Yeah.
And I was the city slicker. That,
Yeah.
Like trying to work on sheep with my breakdancing outfit in the middle. It's just, it really
Trying
wasn't,
to work
like
on
you said, in
really
your
wasn't
Hold on,
working out.
trying to work on sheep in my breakdancing outfit.
Yeah, I mean, that was from the city. So I'd spend my summers there and be all like trying to be breakdancing in the dirt and stuff. It just, just really wasn't the thing. But, I grew appreciation for a lot. I grew up appreciating now that I'm here. And it's funny because even here in New Mexico, you see, especially in like fashion and materials and stuff that we run across.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're running, we get it from New Mexico. Like people want that kind of style.
That's so cool.
Which is great. We've been doing a little more Western wear and stuff. And it's like, I kind of have a story with that too. So it's a lot of fun. Anytime I get the opportunity to do Western type of stuff, I jump on it.
That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, it's in your DNA.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and it's and it's like I said, everything comes and goes.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be Craig's boot and saddle anytime soon. But
Maybe one day you go back to New Mexico.
Nudie suits, the old nudie suits.
Those suits are really fun, man.
yeah,
That's a lot of bedazzling.
Yep.
yeah. But then it was like, where are these made? These are made in New York.
Yeah.
Get a rope.
Yeah.
So
And you have to open up a shop in New Mexico
Get a rope.
if you're going to do that.
I did have a shop in New Mexico.
Did you really?
That was my first right out of high school. I opened, and listen, like I said, no education. My father always had a sign business. I graduated high school and went right to Route 66 and opened my first shop right out of high school.
Wow.
So I even have I still have the ledger, the books. I was like, okay, because I did like buy sell trade. So I did 50, 60, 70 stuff, and then I fixed stuff up.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
I wasn't a badass making
Yeah.
clothes then, but I did alter stuff and make things for you. So we had a lot of bands that came through on Route 66, so they would load up on cool stuff.
That's
and
cool, man.
yeah, it was fun. It was funny. Like we did $26 today. I mean, those were the ledgers, and that was a good day then.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, $26.
Could get a couple beers and something nice dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight out of high school, opening up your own shop, doing
Yeah.
that kind of like consignment, flipping over. That's amazing. And like, I'm sure you learned like invaluable lessons that you in your shop now that you carry over.
Oh yeah. I mean, and it also it was it was on Central. Route 66 was a very dangerous place. I always had like visions of trying to make things, as long as I had good bones.
Yeah.
I felt like this is a beautiful. It had like very hacienda style with like terracotta ceiling outside.
nice,
and I
nice.
think our rent was $325.
Wow.
And I lived in the back, and then we had a backyard, and I used to do 4 bands, 4 kegs, $4 as well on the
Nice.
weekends too.
Nice.
So that was like, can have punk rock in the
So
back.
you had a club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
true.
it was just really, it was always about like it was just an enhanced Kool-Aid stand, which, those were pretty fun too. So.
Those are the days, man.
Yeah. And I was laughing because I also have a good memory. I think that's another good thing for any creative person is if you can remember these great things that
Yeah.
you did. I'm very gifted to have a very good memory about, sometimes I can't remember people's names or something we did last week, but I remember those fun things we did when we were kids. So I'd sit down, remember when we made that jewelry stand when we sold it on the side of the road, and they were like, I don't remember. I'd be like, how could you not remember that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so some
Which
people.
is funny you're saying this now because Cassius has done the same thing.
So I have like,
Like a really good pinpointed memory.
He's
Or
got a good
selling.
memory, and he's also made a jewelry stand on the side of the road when we were in Florida. Remember that?
yeah.
Out of wax string.
He's done some fun.
amazing.
He
Fun
made
things.
bracelets.
So
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he sold them.
I love the
I-
kids
I-
when they do like entrepreneurial stuff
Yeah,
like that.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
We
Sis
woke
is
up and
way
he was
into it.
already out there, and he'd taken a surfboard and set it up like outside where we were staying. And
Oh my God, I
we,
love that.
And we were like, "What is he doing?"
Yeah, and he came back with some pretty
I was
good
gonna say,
dollars.
Did he
too.
make some sales?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great,
and
man.
it's usually that for the cute factor. I really
Yeah.
doubt anybody, Yeah, I remember.
Okay, it's teaching them how to do it, though.
It's like
Yeah.
giving
Yeah.
you the basics.
I remember sticking weeds in Coke bottles and filling them up with water at the gas station and plugging the top up with like toilet paper and selling those, and we got great money. And I used to think, why would these people buy these as I got older? And it was the cute factor.
That is a wild thing to sell.
Yeah, it was like I was calling them centerpieces.
Oh.
And it was like you fill up. My dad would paint signs because I always have to go to my dad's places where he worked. We didn't have nannies and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'd do creative things where, like, dude, he says, your son's doing better than I am today.
Yeah.
I'd be at a gas station. But it was like, those were cute factors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That cute factor doesn't really work that much when you're 50 years old.
Have you tried to bring the centerpieces back?
No, I haven't sold them in the shop yet.
I mean,
but
you might want to consider free centerpiece.
center-
we're bringing them back.
Yeah,
Popular
exactly.
demand.
Popular demand. I'll buy one.
No, you see, the kids do learn. They pick it up. And
Mm-hmm.
you might not realize they're picking it up, but being outside with a surfboard and some wax string, making
true.
some bucks is.
And there's been some times where I've been kind of embarrassed, like going, "No, please don't, please don't." And I go, "Well, I did that."
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay over here, so I don't want it to. And don't mention my name. I don't want this part of business overlapping. IRS comes in. I'm sorry, sir, but
Sorry,
do you have
sir.
a license for this?
Yeah. Did you report that?
How many centerpieces
wax
did you sell
string
last
bracelet?
Yep.
I love that. Sissy does
man.
that. She sells like things, like she'll make like little dresses for dolls, or she'll make like the fuzzy like sticks. She'll bend them into things and calls them fuzzy pals.
Right,
and
right.
And she makes nail sets. This is her big thing. I get her fake nails and she paints them, and then she brings them to school and she shakes her friends down $5 for a set.
Amazing.
No way.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And I'm actually like, you know what? I love that.
Yeah, totally.
I love that. When we were kids, my mom would like weave bracelets, not bracelets, ribbons through like hair clips, and we would take them to school and sell them.
Amazing.
And so I'm like, I like it. You like got a little hustle here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell them no
Totally.
returns.
What does she do with her money?
She puts it in her piggy bank and saves it for her Disney World fund.
Oh,
Gotcha.
really?
That's great. Good for her.
Yeah.
Our
See,
kids aren't
there's-
saving their
There's
money.
a lot of waste
Oliver is buying like random toys off of eBay that are like rare and,
and way
like
too expensive.
wait, like literally like $100
Oh, no.
staff from like and then doesn't ever look at it again. He got a car from and it showed up and it was still in the box and it was like say $2.99 on it. Remember? And
he
and
paid.
it was like $50, and he like
man.
ripped it
But
open.
he loves it.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, she saves, but then when she goes to Disney, she buys like all the crap that you could ever imagine, and it's like,
that's great.
yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Listen,
Listen,
step by
it's all
step,
good. It's all
step
good.
by step, step by
Yeah.
step.
It's all good.
Well, you guys, in this show, we like to do a game every time we play. Now, see, you didn't know that because you haven't watched
No.
one. You said I
No,
didn't
I
watch
haven't
one all the
watched
way
the full one,
through. So we love to play games. We do it with all of our guests, and we have a very special game for you guys today. This is a couples game. I'm very excited about it.
Okay.
But
Bum, 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 bum,
is
No, it's
that
easy. It's going to be easy.
Is that
Don't
the
worry about it.
newlywed?
the newlyweds?
no-
Yeah, totally. I was like,
It's like
I
the
know that, I know
newlywed
that. But before we get to the game, we're going to just take a brief moment to thank our sponsors. Hey, Brian, who do you think the biggest show off is in the family?
Honestly, I think it might be Cacciatore.
Our dog?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it's true. We do have a custom portrait of her on the wall.
That's right. We got an amazing gift from K-Town Portraits, an amazing custom watercolor portrait of our wonderful dog, and sometimes annoying, Cacciatore.
K-Town portraits are really special.
Oh man, yeah, really, just so realistic and just so beautifully done. And with
Oh, it's
love.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
gorgeous.
just like Kachi. It's really amazing.
Beautiful. And for those of you who don't have pets, K-Town Portraits has some other great options. Go on over to their Etsy page at ktownportraits.etsy.com.
And Showing Off listeners get $10 off their first purchase. Use the code Showing Off at checkout. Again, ktownportraits.etsy.com. Hey, babe, you know what time it is?
Do I know what time it is? Yeah, baby.
It's game time. Okay. Oh, Brian, you picked this game.
I did.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
All right, you
All right.
explain it.
Okay, guys, ready? No one knows you better than your partner. In this trending quiz, I'm going to ask you a question, and you have to go with your gut and point and speak the name of the person my sentence applies to.
Yes.
So,
So it's just like a rapid fire.
like a rapid fire. So here we go.
All right, ready?
Who apologizes first after a fight?
Neither of you. Somebody's got to break first. Are you guys both Scorpios?
Nope. I'm a Taurus though.
Cancer.
So there's no.
I would think I do. Can I say it myself?
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You could do. You could
After
pick either.
like days.
After days.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
They can be long.
You can let
Yeah.
be long. Yeah.
They can be long.
I don't know anybody that holds a grudge for more than a couple days.
Brian apologizes instantly, like 5 minutes max.
That's because I'm from Ohio. That's just like
that's what it should happen.
That's like the yeah.
I'm a whole
When I do it, I want it to be sincere. I'm not going to say it just to get out of the fight.
Yeah, I will
Why not?
apologize if I do something
Why not?
wrong.
yeah.
I'll just say it.
I agree with you.
I'll say
That's
I'm
how it
sorry,
should
but
happen.
even if I'm not sorry at all, then I go behind the door and I'm like, "Fuck you, fuck you."
Right.
Well, I'm on the other side of the door going, fuck you. And I won't apologize. I'm like this. I'll apologize if I'm wrong, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it hasn't happened.
Same.
Yet. Who's the funny one?
Craig. Definitely.
Come
All
on.
right.
Yeah.
Who's more romantic?
Me, definitely.
Really?
Oh, please. There's not even.
I'm going with Jenna.
I mean, is this going to be a quiet time right on there?
I can't imagine. Do you know how many like gifts that I've given you? Been like, wow, that was just really thoughtful.
They are. You okay? If you're going to throw the gifts in there, then those are pretty
but that's
pretty good.
thoughtful is romantic.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Thoughtful is romantic.
No, you're right. That's true. All right, maybe.
You're right,
I'll
I'm
give it to
sorry.
her. I'll
You're
give
right,
it to
I'm
her.
sorry.
See, you're right. I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
I'm
right,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
There you go. See?
I'm not gonna wait.
Circling back
We
to one.
don't have the we don't have the time. So I'm not gonna wait 2 days.
Just
Speaking of time, who's more patient?
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Jenna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the better cook?
Him. Definitely.
What's your
right.
specialty?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mexican food.
Yeah, I would think new Mexican food. New Mexican food.
Hatch
Ooh,
green
some hatch
chilies.
Oh yeah, just about everything. In there. Yeah.
Love
love it.
hatch green chilies so much.
But really, everything he cooks is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
To be honest.
All right.
If-
Yeah,
Even if
I
it's
try
not,
to follow recipes and I go, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You gotta cook from your soul.
Yeah.
Gotta come right from here.
You know what tastes better.
Yeah.
Who said I love you first?
Did you?
I mean, he said he
I
was
don't
willing to
even
marry you
remember.
just to get him
Just
to
to
go
get-
out
just
with
to
him
get a
after
date.
that night at
Sure.
the bar.
Yeah, that's probably
I'm
true.
100%.
Yeah.
Who takes longer to get ready?
Easy.
You.
Oh, Jenna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it takes
annoying.
me
I'm quick
so-
too. It annoys the hell out of her.
I find that to be tremendously annoying. He
Yeah.
can literally get ready in 5 minutes, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
I mean, like literally, I didn't have to do my hair, so I was like showered and dressed because I have this beautiful hat from you,
Yeah.
and in like 10, 15.
And I try to be late. I try to.
You're like,
try
let me
to
go slow.
And I'm walking back and forth.
Taking laps.
Sometimes I'm like on my second cocktail and we haven't even left. I'm just trying to just come up.
Then I would just have to go to bed.
I gave the dogs walk. Everything's cleaned
Oh
up.
my
I'm like,
God.
come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the grumpier one in the morning?
Oh, me.
You are.
I don't like to talk.
Yeah.
he doesn't like to
talking.
talk in the morning.
No, I'm out. Don't talk to me.
And it's
Yes.
funny, as long as we've been together, I still wake up in the morning, instead of saying good morning, I go, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Like I say that often.
Yep.
Who's
He
more?
should know.
Go ahead. What were you gonna
No,
say?
he should know by now.
Yeah.
He should know. by
I wake
now.
up and I'm like, and he's just like, no words.
Just like, dude, I need
No,
a
he's
coffee
like
and a
just-
cigarette,
yeah.
and I don't want
Yep.
to talk to anyone
Yeah.
until I have that.
Wow. Okay.
Who's more stubborn?
That's pretty tough.
I know.
Because this is what goes on about the days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like you guys are.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah. Okay,
standoff.
we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, I think it's a standoff. You can have a
Yeah.
standoff.
Probably
Who's the
would.
bigger baby when sick?
Oh,
I've given
I'm gonna say
birth.
yes. I've
Me
never
too.
seen you sick. I'm
You
gonna
gave
say you
birth, exactly.
absolutely
I
are the
know,
bigger
yeah.
baby when you're sick. He's the biggest baby, even if he's not sick and he thinks he's sick. He's
Oh.
already falling
Same.
apart.
Same.
We're like near death.
Sometimes I wake up in the morning and my voice is like hoarse because I sang the night before
Yeah.
and I have a gig that
And
night.
he stayed out till 3:00 in the morning and drank probably 2 bottles of champagne
Yeah.
and smoked cigarettes.
Well,
Yeah.
so I'm just like, oh, my voice, I'm not gonna be able to sing tonight.
Yeah.
I
And
freak
I'm
out.
just like, dude.
I freak out.
He's
but
not
then I'm
only
fine.
sick, but also definitely like maybe dying.
Yeah.
Like something massively wrong. Brain tumor.
Yeah.
Is that- am I having a heart
Yeah,
attack?
she's not wrong. I do.
Yeah.
I do kind of sometimes go like that. I've never felt that before.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah. So
That
I
is
You're
Yeah.
gonna die.
scary.
I
That is
know.
scary.
I feel you. Who's the social butterfly?
I would think I would
You.
be more
Yeah.
social butterfly, sure.
Who's the messy one?
I would think.
No.
I would think you.
I would
Everything
think
is labeled in the house.
I would think you.
Look at your room
Right?
and my room.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
Who works out more?
Me.
She does.
Who requires more attention?
Craig.
I feel like you think I require more attention?
Definitely.
It's me too, right, Ange?
Yeah,
It's me-
100%.
Yeah, yeah, it's me too.
100. I require zero attention.
Yeah.
Oh, get the
Unless
fuck
I have to
outta
reach
here.
something high
Yeah.
or
you
connect
need to
something
get-
with wireless. I'm all good on my own.
Yeah.
Figure out how to use the printer.
Yeah,
or-
anything like that, I'm going to need attention. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'll sit in
Same.
the corner and just stare.
Or
off
you need
into
a
the
ride
window.
somewhere.
That's true. Yep.
Or-
Oh, wait, there's the bonus question.
Okay, you want to ask this?
Yeah, this is I love this one. All right. Who do the kids go to when they really want something? Really?
No, I mean,
You're the soft touch?
For
Just everything.
For
Oh,
everything.
but
Everything.
like, if they want like something ridiculous.
me.
Yeah. Because you will say yes. Mostly?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sis comes
I'll
to me
mostly
for
say yes.
survival.
Yeah.
But if she wants something, like the other night she wanted cookie dough, she asked me 100 times. I said no.
Yeah.
Dad, will you get me
I
cookie
didn't
dough?
know that.
And then boom.
See, you never know. That's the problem.
Yeah, that definitely happens.
10
a
minutes
lot.
later, she's sitting there with a log of cookie
And I
dough.
get
Or,
so
or
I
they
get so
ask him
happy.
first,
I
and
get so
he
happy
says no,
when-
and then I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I love
Which
it.
also is more infuriating because, like, if one parent already said no, why are you asking
Yeah.
another?
Well, it's tactics.
It's pretty smart, honestly.
It's the art of war.
We've
Yeah.
been doing it forever, right?
No,
Sure,
it's
right? Yeah.
true.
The art of
The
war.
art of war.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
that's-
got it. They says he did it last night with the thing. I was like, I literally said no to her 100 times.
But I didn't know that you said no to her, so I took her out and got her
You did.
the cookie dough.
Well, it's really her mistake. She should have just asked you first because Brian
There
said
you
yes
go.
to everything.
It's hard. She's a girl too. I feel like maybe you guys got two boys. Maybe it's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, when I come home, it's like no. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I say that's all I do is say
like,
no.
Like she comes home and it's like she's been away for like a month.
Oh, yeah.
Dogs are
Nightly.
ripping her stockings. The boys are up on top of her and stuff, and it's like,
Your old news, your old hat.
yeah,
Oliver's been making a picture of Craig for 2 years, probably. Right?
yeah,
2 years.
yeah, identical.
He walks
pictures,
out of
too.
school holding. I mean, my earrings have gotten longer. I think you've gotten more of a beard too on your picture.
Yeah,
Every Tuesday, because Craig picks him up on Tuesdays,
Yeah.
holding the sign, and one is a picture of Craig with
no papa's allowed.
with his face crossed out.
no.
And then there's one of me that
And
says,
and
"Yes,
green,
Mama's
it's
allowed."
green with the check.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really pretty public too. It's like he
Yeah.
puts
Oh, I'm not kidding. He,
puts
like,
it out.
walks
It's
out
if
like
he's
this.
protesting it. It's very,
No.
oh, yeah.
He's protesting.
And it's funny because after a while, parents really just kind of think there's something wrong.
Something.
Yeah, yeah. He's
think-
at a new school, and I remember the first week he did it. They were like, "We just want to give you a heads up." He drew, and we were like, "We're good."
Yeah, we know.
We're like,
That
we
father
know.
just puts all his love into how he dresses. I think that's the way
No,
it comes
they
off.
don't think
I
that.
think
No.
well,
No.
with the sign and that look, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when most fathers are in sweatpants and stuff, and like I get the sign on top of that, and it's like,
Yeah.
That is
dude,
true.
You have
That
like
is
an
true.
Like I would-
X through your head.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only about 5-6.
Yes, but
more
when they're
years.
older, they're all going to love us and take care of us. And,
Sure.
and
Yeah,
you know,
we'll see.
sure.
It's good to
Cassius is all he's saying. He can't wait till he can move far away, so he doesn't have to take care of anyone.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
it makes
Already.
us, like sign a contract. I'm like, so you're not going anywhere. You're gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Like, and Mama's always gonna live with you, and maybe next door we could talk about that. You
Yep.
know, give me a
Yeah.
little shed in the
man.
backyard. You guys, if you could give advice to people who want to just kind of follow their path, whatever it might be, what would you give? What would you say from this point in your career
Keep
to amazing
going.
careers?
Work hard and keep at it.
Yeah, and don't give yourself if things don't work out.
Yeah.
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 Don't give yourself a if things don't work out, because 90% of that, if things don't work out, they don't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to move on.
Yeah,
Move
find
on.
another way.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
keep on. Yeah, and
Especially
it's-
if you're passionate about it.
yeah, and if you want it to work, like if you really want it to work, it's just there's no second. There's
Yeah.
always just got to be the first.
What will be, will be.
Oh, totally. And that's a
What not will
reoccurring
be, will be.
theme with all our
Yeah.
guests. That, you know what I mean? It's like you don't give up. You keep doing what you want to do
Yeah.
until it works out. You know what I mean? And then it's just got to keep going. Keep going. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
Thank you guys
Thanks,
so much
Jenna.
for
Thanks,
being
Craig.
here.
Appreciate
I love you guys, man.
Yeah.
That was
This
awesome,
was
man.
made to be a guest.
So good to talk
Yeah,
to you, man.
I know.
So
It
good
was-
to talk to you.
It was great.
Thank you guys.
Oh man, that was amazing, man.
That was such a
Craig
great-
and Jenna, man. It's great.
I love talking to other parents, especially who work in this business and have these kind of alternate schedules and slightly different lifestyles.
Slightly different. Yeah.
No, it just is like
No, I know, I
It's
know, I
like
know,
a
I know.
touchstone. I don't know if that's the right word, but like it always makes me feel nice.
Yeah.
You know.
No, totally, man. It's like they're at the top of their craft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what they do, both of them. And it was just great to hear the story and,
Yeah.
and like, I know I always say it, but this reoccurring theme with all of our guests, it's just like not giving up.
Yeah.
Be kind, be humble,
Be a good worker.
be a good worker. Don't fuck
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Treat people right. You know what I mean? And never give up.
Yeah.
And that's really
Absolutely.
like, I love speaking to people like that. I
Yeah.
love being around people like that.
No,
Because if
100%.
it's not that, I want nothing to do with
It's
it.
the kind of energy that you need.
Yeah,
You know.
there's no time to suffer fools in 2026.
No.
I'll never suffer a fool
Never suffer a fool.
Nah, never,
No,
bro,
it was
never.
great. I was so happy to have them on.
unless it pays a lot.
Yeah. Then you'll suffer a fool.
So give it up for Craig and Jenna. Craig Robinson, Jenna.
Yes,
Jenna Robinson.
Jenna Robinson.
Those guys are amazing. And if you need a really nice suit,
Craig's businessman.
Craig's the businessman.
Yeah, he has the store, so you can pop on
he's
in
got a
and
great pop on in. He's got some stuff off the rack. You can not off the rack, but made to measure.
Yeah.
But he also mostly does full bespoke.
Yeah.
Full bespoke custom suiting.
Amazing.
Best in the business.
All right, baby.
All right.
Another showing off.
Showing off
Has
in the can.
shown off.
It's shown us off.
The off is shown. Bye, bitches.
Showing Off is brought to you by Base Creatives and produced by Scott Frederick, Ellis Frederick, Sam Fong, Brian Newman, and Angie Pontani. Showing Off is recorded at Brooklyn Podcasting Studios with sound engineer Josh Wilcox. Audio and video post-production editing by Ricky Fernandez. Production coordinator Sam Kuna. Set design by Stephen Hamill. And our theme song, Take Me Back to Brooklyn, is written and performed by yours truly, Brian Newman. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Showing Off Pod for even more content from this week's episode.
And don't forget to leave a rating and review.
Pour me a whiskey, baby. Come on and kiss me some more.